So in this video, I'm going to be showing some nice tips in FM23 that you might not know. So tip number 1 is finding ridiculously good head of youth developments, just hiring them for peanuts in some cases. This guy's only 43. As you can tell from his face, he's AI generated, so not a real life staff member. Even a few years into the game, you can get these ridiculously good head of youth developments who are AI generated. Just look at the stats. That guy could literally be a coach. So I usually hire these guys as coaches, but I already had enough coaches, so I'm just going to use him as a head of youth development. Assistant managers, as you can see, I don't want this guy to be my assistant manager anymore. He has park the bus tactical style. I don't like playing like that. And I don't want my youth team or any team at my club to play like that. So let's find someone to replace him. Just change the stats around a bit to however you want. As you can see, this guy here that I shortlisted is a head of youth development. However, he has ridiculously good stats, so he can be an assistant manager. He could probably be a manager himself. I mean, Jesus Christ. And he has a preferred formation that is the same as mine. So as you can see here, I want to sign this scout, but I don't have enough space because I've got too many scouts already. But he's really good. Now, if I want to hire him, I need to fire one of these guys. Let's say you don't have enough money to pay 100k just to get rid of someone, but you want to get a better staff. Simply just click on the player, go to contract, mutual termination. So this is basically the player agreeing to leave the club on good terms with you. So you pay 95k instead of 154k. Who knows, maybe that will help someone out. You can see me do it here as well, just to prove that it does work pretty well. 773k, that's nearly $1 million, which is a lot. But if I agree to mutually terminate it, less than $500,000. Jeez. This is another quick tip just to find some good new gens. I'm in 2035, as you can see. So there's going to be mainly new gens. If you want some good bargains, the smartest thing to do, check release clause for, let's say, South American teams, for example. Because that's one of the leagues where lots of players have release clauses. So instantly, I've already found a ridiculously good player. I mean, jeez, look at those stats. And here's another really good player I found. Not from South America, but I found him with a minimum release clause, as you can see. Now there's other release clauses, such as minimum fee release clause for clubs in a continental competition, which is basically a European competition, such as Europa League. Obviously that's time consuming, but maybe worth it. This is probably one of the best and simultaneously one of the most time consuming tips in this video. And it's finding players that have the wanted label. As you can see here in transfers, if you sort by wanted, search for the players that have WNT in the green square. And that essentially means that another team is looking to sign them. If you look through all of those players, you'll definitely find a player that's wanted by, let's say, Monaco, Real Madrid, any semi-big team to big team. And then you can try and steal them from that team. Now this next one you could potentially argue is a bit cheating or an exploit. So you can choose whether or not you want to use it in your game. So essentially I don't want to give these guys 40% profit from the next sale. If I sell this guy for 100 million, they're going to get 40 million, which is nearly half of that. I don't want that to happen. So simply reject the offer, go forward one day, go back to the player, take off the clause, then bid for the player and they should accept it. So that's the end of the video. Comment if you want a part 2 or another FM23 video. And thanks for watching.